Hi loves! Let's make these bandana pants. So I got a pack of bandanas on Amazon for super cheap and an elastic band for the waist. Start by sewing your bandanas into rows of 3 like this. There's 2 for each pant leg, 1 for the front and 1 for the back. Trace a pair of pants that fit you well but straighten out the hip line. Do this twice, flip the pants, and then twice again. Now that you have your pieces cut out, we're just going to sew along the curved seam to make the front and the back of the pants. Now that we have the front and the back pieces, we're just going to stack them together with good side spacing and sew along the leg seams to form the pants. Don't forget to serge or zigzag stitch your edges. Now your pant should look like this and it's time to add the elastic. Fold the top hem down twice and sew, leaving a gap to thread an elastic through. Now connect the ends of the elastic and close the gap. The last step is to cuff and finish the bottoms of your pants. And this is the final product.
I recently thrifted these Adidas track pants because I think the color is so pretty, but they're a little low-waisted for me and a little bit short, so I decided to turn it into a matching set instead. So to make the skirt, I just seam ripped that whole inner seam and then laid over top a skirt that I've already made to get the length, and then I took those little like crotch triangles on the front and back and pinned and sewed so that they laid flat, and then I just finished off that little triangle that was left on the front. Then I took some extra pant material and just, closed off that triangle and then hem the skirt, so it's done. It's so cute. And then to make the top, I started seam ripping all those little Adidas stripes because I wanted them to be my straps, and then I just hemmed off the top and bottom of 2 panels, front and back, made them match up. Then I put them right sides together and sewed them together so that it fit my torso nice, and then I just finished off the straps, made them a little long, and attached them in the back so it's a nice one shoulder top. I think it's so cute. I feel like a Bratz doll and I love it.
Today I'm going to show you how to make a dress out of an oversized t-shirt. First, just grab a dress that already fits you. Lay the dress out over the t-shirt and make sure that the shoulders are lined up. If you want it to have a different neckline, just grab a tank top that you'd like to trace. Cut around the shape, making sure you leave enough room for seam allowance and enough to fold over the shoulder. Then just flip the dress inside out and sew all the way along this line. I'm using a serger, but if you don't have one, you can just use a straight stitch on your sewing machine. Now you're just going to fold the armhole under and pin it. I did about a ½ inch under. Once you have it all pinned, you're just going to sew around the armhole. You can use either a cover stitch machine, a twin needle, or just a zigzag stitch. I use the pre-existing hem, but if you need to hem it, you're just going to repeat that last step. Here's what it looks like, and this is probably how I'm going to style it for winter.
Okay, so I have this sweater that kind of has potential but is pretty ugly, but then I have this tank top that I got inspo from, so I decided to make straps out of these little logo sleeves right there. Then I used a tank top to trace out a little template like that, then leaving room for seam allowance, I cut half of it and mirrored it over so that it would be symmetrical. And then there's that with the sides sewed, and then I flipped it inside out, and now I have to do the hemming on the top. Now it's time to do the straps. I measured about 13.5 inches and cut them out. And then I marked where the straps would go and did the same thing. I mirrored it over to make sure it's symmetrical on both sides. And then I pinned those bad boys in place, and then I sewed them. And there's a tanky, looks cute, but you can tell the stitching is really janky there. And then, yeah, I put that Tommy thing on, but then, oops, I actually fucked up. So now it says Hilfiger, but it's pretty cute, and you can't tell the stitching's fucked up if you look far away, so.
I love to thrift things, and I like to flip them too. So I'm gonna take you on the journey. This is what I started with. This was my inspiration. I found a pair of men's jeans and I made them shorts, but I kept the legs, but they're too big for my arms. So I'm using the old one as reference and I'm pinning it and measuring it. So now I'm gonna cut on this line, and then I'm gonna do the same to these. They're both cut and pinned. I made them smaller to fit my arm and to fit into the sweatshirt holes. And I made the ends a little bit shorter so they'll fit my hand. I also realized I had to sew them inside out, so I had to do that. So I made a line on where the crease was, pinned it, and then cut off the excess. So I'm gonna do that with the other one. I'm not a seamstress, so this may not work, but we're gonna try it. I finished the sleeve and I have one arm attached so far. Now it's time to attach this one. So I just finished the sleeves. I think I'm gonna crop it and make a V with jeans. So, okay, this is the final. This is the neckline. I rolled up one sleeve. Cute.
I'm begging you, please stop scrolling. A bunch of minors are going missing and people are finding videos of them being raped on Pornhub. The hub is literally profiting off of this and getting thousands of dollars. The fact that there are thousands of videos of children getting raped and killed on various porn websites is so disgusting. I don't care if you have 1 follower, 2 followers, or even a 100 million, please just use your platform. I'm tired of some of y'all choosing to ignore these problems.